Oh, yes, Ulla, where are we?
We are at the Bodega Mounier. It's a little bit up in the mountain, but it's one of our favorite places to go to after hours of trekking out in between the
Yes.
mountains, which we have done today, our first day.
Yeah, it's our first day. And I had known, I think, for weeks and weeks that I wanted to come to this place where we were, you know, which is our favorite place, a place that we've visited more than any other, and that I wanted to do an opening ceremony to connect to the earth, and I wanted to do it with making offerings of coca leaves. And, you know, I had thought about this, you know, I have done these kinds of ceremonies in my dreams. And this time, you know, I got up to exactly where I had, you know, thought to do this. And I, you know, thought, okay, now I'm going to start recording, you know. So out comes the phone, and I do a little introduction. I, you know, talk this way, talk that way. And then I'm trying to figure out how to do the ceremony and video recorded at the same time. You know, so I kind of had a strategy, kind of figured out a way of doing that. But, you know, there then was a schism between what I was doing today and what I had imagined, you know, what was in my mind's eye when I had thought about this before. You know, when I was doing it before, it was just me in my own ceremonial space doing it. And now I was trying to film it. So it was started off as sort of a compromise because I filmed parts of what I was doing, and then there were other parts that were more private for myself that I didn't film. And so it raised a question for me of, you know, how you share things, some of which is sort of deep personal work. You know, how do you share that in a genuine way when doing that changes the nature of the work itself?
Yeah, that's a problem, huh?
Yeah. I can say, though, that, you know, I felt okay, and I went off and I did the work that I really wanted to do, the private work. I went off and meditated and made the connections I wanted to make. And then when I was done, I came back to the place where I had done my ceremony, and I picked it up. And, you know, I did more, I did prayers, I gave myself over to it. And then I felt that the offering was received. I could feel it sink in, you know. In the end, it was sinking into the earth, and I could feel it was received. And then I felt completely satisfied. Yeah.
You know, the work within the portal with the light beings, that was a very personal work, and it was a preparation for what's coming. And it was about cleansing, it was about expanding, it was about coming into oneness, etc. And then I had this second part with the encounter with Mother Earth, and she came to me very vividly. You know, she manifested herself, of course, so that I could kind of connect to her. And she took me a little aside, and she had me sit down beside her and said that now you look upon Earth through my eyes. And you look upon what humankind is doing to the planet, seen from my eyes.
Yeah.
And that was, even though of course we know a lot about, you know, how we handle the earth and how humans, but seeing it from her eyes, that was a little bit shocking to me, actually. And then I understood how totally absurd our three-dimensional living and being is in relation to the planet and to Mother Earth and to what humans were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So even if you can say the information wasn't new, but seeing it from Mother Earth's eyes, that was something totally different. And I think I will be following her more during these weeks, and I know Antares and Mother Earth has always been very connected in me.
So, do you think that vision, that way of seeing, was something that was easier happening here than it would have been in Stockholm?
Yeah. I think because of the nature of the place.
Yeah.
And I think also because of the stillness that you experience out there among the mountain. There is no sound, but maybe a little bit of wind sometimes. And today the sky was totally clear. And also today, and that was fun. These condors that we have seen so many years. They started circling around me again, and it was like a welcoming, or I could almost feel that they also had something to say. It was a very beautiful experience for being the first day. So Gary, I'm excited.
Yes, well, you're excited. Good.
I'm excited, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, we've had one day. Look at us. Look how excited we are. We've been here one day.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And this will expand and expand and expand. We know that.
Yeah.
So bye-bye for today.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll continue our conversations as topics arise. Yes.